Shaytan looks at each individual person and he looks at the ways and the means that he can confuse you. And the way he's going to get you is not the way he's going to get your friend or your spouse or your children or, your colleague or whatever. The shaitan tailors his da'wah to each individual. So he's like a really, he's like the worst kind of salesman. He looks at his customer. He looks at what the customer wants. He looks at what the customer is vulnerable to and he exploits it. He takes advantage of it to exploit and to manipulate you into doing something that if you were given it in the light of day, you would not have chosen to do it. How many people do something and in the morning they regret what they did? And they said, I don't know what. I could not see. It was like a fog over my eyes. Why I would have done something like this? It's not even in my nature to do something like this. Because you got taken advantage of by this salesman who sold you these lies and deception and false promises to confuse you and to cause you to go away from the path of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Al-i'tiqad in the sense of belief. People who get, and this is in a way, it's the worst kind of wiswas. Because it's the wiswas that affects you at your core. The wiswas that makes you doubt about Islam or doubt Allah or think evil thoughts about Allah or doubt some of what Islam came with. This is the worst kind of wiswas because it's the most serious. But it's also unique in the sense that it is a sign of Iman that you suffer from it. When their heart tells them these things, they push it away and they fight against it. Even if it comes back again, and they push it away and they fight against it. The fact that you push it away and fight against it is a sign of your Iman. Because if you really believed this, if you truly believed this thing, you would not fight against it in your heart. You would speak about it happily and openly. You would not find any shame in speaking about it. But the fact that you feel it shameful and you feel it horrible, that you experience these thoughts, is a sign of Iman, not a sign of kufr. And it happened to the Sahaba, who are the best of the people after the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you should not be surprised if it happens to you. And you should not become worried or start to panic or start to believe that you are no longer a Muslim because you got some negative thoughts about Islam or something negative about Allah, or, some people say, for example, something inappropriate about Allah, like they visualized it, or they had something that was just inappropriate about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when this thought came into their mind, they would not dream of speaking of it and they pushed it away, they repelled it away. This is a sign of Iman.